Today's webinar is on fragment photo editing and other photo editing apps and programs. So first of all, what are photo editing apps and websites? So photo editing apps and websites can be used to make modifications to your photos, and this includes anything from cropping your photo and adjusting the brightness, to using effects and filters to completely transform your photo. So why is photo editing useful? So photo editing is useful if you want to take a picture and then you later on decide that you want to enhance the quality of it. So some examples of this are if the picture isn't bright or clear enough, you can always adjust that after you take the picture. And it's also useful for completely transforming your photos because you can embrace your creativity and use all of the tools and shapes that are in photo editors to make something artistic. So what are some of the basic photo editing tools? So most photo editing websites will have some or all of the following basic tools. So there's brightness, exposure, which is very similar to brightness, but it changes the amount of light in a picture, contrast, saturation, and shadows. So different types of photo editors. Most photo editors will have the basic tools, but the unique features are what makes each editor different. So some photo editors focus on improving photo quality, while others focus on more artistic styles of photo editing. And if you want to improve the quality of your photos, then a classic photo editor such as Adobe Photoshop Lightroom is probably the best choice for you. But if you want to completely change how your photos look and use unique effects, then an artistic photo editor such as Fragment is probably the best choice for you. So the first photo editor we're going to talk about is Fragment. So it is a photo editing app that takes fragments of your photos and layers them on top of each other. And this creates a unique photo with a cool kaleidoscope effect. And they have many options such as frames, shapes, and patterns, which can all be added to your picture. And these can be modified to your liking, or they can be left how they are. So Fragment isn't a free app, and it costs $4.99 in the US or $6.99 in Canada, and it's available on the App Store and the Google Play Store. And some of the options that they have in Fragment are the shuffle option. So this randomly fragments your photo, which is a really good option if you're new to photo editing and you don't know where to start, because it can show you what's possible with the app and give you inspiration for your photo editing. And some of the different fragments they have. So they have many different styles of fragments, which you can put on your photo. And some of them are free, but some do have an additional cost if you want to use them. And you can also change the color of the fragments of your photos, and this can create a really unique effect to your photo. So how to use Fragment is this is the layout of the app if you're editing a photo. So you can change the fragment size, you can rotate the fragment, you can adjust the fragment position, you can select which fragment you want to use on the bottom, you can bring up the color menu and other editing options. So that's on the left side, and then once you press the bring up color menu, it'll bring you to the right screen, which lets you switch the editing the fragment and the photo. There's the shuffle option there. And then on the bottom, there's other editing options like brightness, contrast, and blur. And you can also change the color at the bottom. So the next app is Photoleap. So Photoleap is a photo editing app that can be downloaded on the App Store or the Google Play Store. It offers basic photo editing and some more advanced effects. The app can be downloaded for free, but there is a paid version which unlocks some more features. So the paid version, there's different options for it. You can either pay $10.49 for 1 month, $47.99 for 12 months, or you can do a one-time purchase of $99.99. So Photoleap, the paid version of Photoleap does unlock some extra features. However, it isn't required, and the most useful features are available with the free version of the app, so it isn't required to pay the money. And one of the cool unique features that Photoleap offers is the ability to blend your pictures together. So you can put multiple pictures on top of each other to blend them together. And this can create a unique effect, or this can be used to make collages if you want. So next is Lightleap, which is a photo editing app from the same developers as Photoleap. And it has all of the same basic photo editing tools as Photoleap, but it has more features that focus on lighting and overlays. And they have some unique features that allow you to change the sky of a picture or add shapes and shadows to your picture. So like Photoleap, Lightleap is a free app with a paid possible version. So it costs $7.99 a month, $24.99 a year, or you can do a one-time purchase of $84.99. So the paid version unlocks more options for skies and overlays and some extra features. And the paid version is good, but it isn't required to edit your photos, and you can do just fine with the free version. So next is Adobe Photoshop Lightroom, which is a more advanced photo editing software with more features than some of the other options. So it's available on computers, phones, tablets with Windows, iOS, macOS, and Android. And it focuses more on improving photo quality and doing touch-ups instead of more artistic additions to photos. And for more advanced photo editing, there's Adobe Creative Cloud, which includes more apps like Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro for video editing, and a lot more different things. So the Creative Cloud subscription starts at $12.99 Canadian dollars per month. And Adobe Lightroom is a more expensive and professional photo editor than some of the other options because it costs $119.88 US dollars per year on a desktop. But there is a free trial that you can do if you want to test it out to see if you like it. And Lightroom comes with step-by-step tutorials right in the app, so you can learn the basics, or you can master the newest features in no time. And the mobile version of Lightroom is free, but it can be upgraded to the paid version. So Apple Photos, which is the Photos app on iPhones, is you can do basic photo editing for free with it. So they have most of the basic features as photo editing apps, but they don't have many of the same special effects. And the Photos app is the best and easiest option if you just want to make small adjustments to the light, shadows, saturation, and contrast. They also have many different filters that can be added to your photos. And this app is pre-installed on most Apple devices and can be used on iPhones, iPad, or Mac computers. So Google Photos is a cloud-based photo storage platform that offers very similar photo editing to Apple Photos. It has similar features to Apple Photos and can be accessed on a smartphone, tablet, or computer. However, the editing options are more limited than Apple, but one of the advantages of Google Photos is that you do not need a Google product to use it, and it can be downloaded onto most phones and computers for free. Next is Pixlr, which is a photo editor that can be accessed from the website or on a downloadable app. And both the app and browser version are free to use and offer basic photo editing tools along with some more advanced tools. So there are two versions on the browser that are both free. So there's Pixlr X and Pixlr E. So Pixlr X offers basic photo editing, and Pixlr E offers some more advanced photo editing. And next there is PixArt, which is an app that can be downloaded onto phones and tablets. And it has all of the basic editing tools, but they also have some other tools such as stickers, collage maker, and a tool that lets you change your hair color. So PixArt is a free app, but there is a paid version which costs $12.99 a month, which unlocks some extra features, but it isn't necessary to edit your photos basically. So I'm going to be doing a live demo of Pixlr. So I'm going to show off Pixlr X because it's a bit more basic of a version. So I'm going to go to their website, which is just pixlr.com, and then you click on which version you want to use, and it'll bring up this menu. So with Pixlr, you can open an image which is on your computer. You can use a URL of an image, or what I'm going to do is they have a bunch of pictures that you can choose from if you want. So this is good if you want to just practice your photo editing without using any of your photos. So you can just enter in a keyword if you want to look up a picture to edit. So I'm going to look up the word flower if I want to edit a picture of a flower. And it'll bring up all of these options for me to choose from. So I'm going to choose this one. And you can pick what size of picture you want. So I'm just going to go with the size it gives me. And then it'll bring you into the photo editing menu. So you can see the photo big here. And then there's all of the different options on the side. So you can do a template, you can add text, you can add an element, add an image on top, you can crop it, you can add a cutout, you can adjust different things, you can add an effect, you can liquefy it, retouch, draw on it, or add glitches and focus, and all these things. So I'm going to show off some of the features. So say you want to add an element to your picture. Each of these brings up its own little menu. So in this, there's lots of different options. So if I want to add a border to my picture, I can go to select border, and then they'll bring up all the options for borders. So I'm just going to go with classic, a nice simple border. All right, so you click on another section, and it'll bring up lots of different options. I'm just going to click on the first one, and it'll add to it. And then when you press back with it, you can just press X here too to exit the element section. And if I want to make some basic adjustments to the picture, so this will be the color and other things, so I can adjust the color, the light details. So I'm going to adjust the light, and then it'll bring up all the different light settings. So I'm just going to make it a bit brighter, because if I want to make it brighter, you can see it. You can also add all these different things. So there's an auto setting, so it'll kind of auto adjust your picture. And then if I want to add text to the picture, I can add text. So there's lots of different options, pre-made text here. And you can also add a default text. You can write something if you want. And then if I want to add an overlay to the picture, which is something cool that you can do, you can click on overlay. And then it'll bring in lots of different options. So you want to add some abstract lights, I can click on that. And if I want to click on this, it should add to the photo. You can see it there, and you can adjust the transparency of it. So you can see it or you cannot see it, basically. So those are some of the basic features in Pixlr, and most editing apps will have a lot of the same features, but each one is unique. And they'll all have a slightly different layout to the picture, but it just depends on the photo editor. So once you're done editing, there are some ads in this, by the way. You can press save, and you can name your file. So it'll automatically give it a name. So I'm just going to name it butterfly. And then you can pick which file type you want to do, and you can choose what quality you want it to be. And once you're ready, you can click download, and it will download it to your computer's files. And you can adjust it, and it'll show you the width and height of the picture down here.